How's it going, everyone? College Lefty, and in this video I was able to use the 99 overall Shohei Ohtani in center field after pitching with him, and I also hit a grand slam with him. So let's go ahead and get right into it. I uploaded a video a few days ago explaining how to use this 99 overall Shohei Ohtani to his full potential before this card even came out, and you can in fact use this card in the outfield. I'm going to be using him in center field in this video. As you can see, we started 99 overall Shohei. He has the hitting attributes. He also has center field, left field, and right field as a secondary position, I believe. And I don't necessarily know how to confirm that other than the fact that in my Play vs CPU example, when trying this with the live series Shohei Ohtani, it worked perfectly. So we're going to go ahead and do the exact same thing against an online opponent in this split squad event. Now, typically you wouldn't necessarily use this strategy in the event. You would more likely use this in a game of ranked seasons. That would be where it makes a little bit more sense. But for this specific example, I did want to explain to everybody, especially the people that told me that my video was useless the last time around, that it wouldn't help anyone, and I just don't see how that's the case. So here we have starting pitcher Shohei Ohtani up to the plate. He hits a perfect grand slam, and that is going to level him up to parallel level 2. But that's not the only thing. We are going to now use him in the outfield. But before we do that, we have to score one more run. The only way that this will work is if you're up by 6 runs. It is a Major League Baseball rule. I know that Shohei Ohtani is an exception to that rule, but the way that the developers have coded this game, it does not necessarily work as if he is an anomaly. So with that being said, we're going to warm up Rich Gossage. We have Goose Gossage warming up, 95 overall, and we are going to bring him into center field. Now that we hit a perfect home run with Trey Turner, we are up by 6 runs. We're going to finish off this inning, of course, hopefully put up a few more, because we're going to bring in Goose Gossage, and he will be tired. Now that last inning is over, we are going to substitute Goose Gossage in for Nicholas Castellanos. Before I do that, I'm going to keep Acuna in the game. I'm going to move him to right field. Now we take out Nicholas Castellanos for Goose Gossage. We're bringing him in to play center field. This opponent's probably going to think I'm crazy, but that's okay, because I'm doing this to show you that this is possible and that you can do this type of thing in a game of ranked seasons. All right, so now we swap out Rich Gossage with Shohei Ohtani, and now Rich Gossage is pitching, and Shohei Ohtani is in center field. All right, hopefully he gets a play. No, that one's going to be smacked out for a home run. But that's why I said, he comes into the game tired. You're most likely going to give up a run or two. It's just really tough to get outs once the pitcher is in the yellow stamina. Plus, you have to face 3 batters. But the reason why you would do that is because I don't want to pitch with Nicholas Castellanos. I want to keep Shohei Ohtani in. It's almost like a manual double switch. All right, basically, I'm bringing in a relief pitcher to play the outfield. He then becomes a position player. We have to be up by 6 runs in order to pitch with a position player. And we swap out our pitcher, who's a 99 overall pitcher, for our closing pitcher, who's now in center field. That's as simple as I can put it, all right? And then we hit a 2-run shot with Trevor Story. Shohei Ohtani was still in the lineup. You could see him on that last screen. He was in the hole, and he never got up to the plate. But we did level him up to parallel level 2, and that was pretty awesome. I also want to mention that as of right now, as I'm making this video, that is actually the only way I know how to use Shohei Ohtani as an outfielder, a pitcher, where he can kind of do it all as a two-way star. At least the starting pitcher version. I have a separate video talking about how to use the 95 overall home run derby card. I also have a separate video talking about how to use the player of the month, Shohei Ohtani. And you would use these cards in a very similar type of way. But the strategies for placing different positions or placing different people in different positions before making these moves is probably the main difference. All right, and you kind of have to know about how the substitutions work in baseball for this to work properly. I accidentally brought in Nicholas Castellanos to pitch instead of 95 overall Shohei Ohtani just because I messed up the process of what I was doing. All right, so with that being said, we're going to finish off this video with some highlights from the live stream. I was able to play a few of these event games. I earned up to 50 wins in this thing, and I actually matched up against a person that I played high school baseball with in the event. That was kind of crazy. The person wasn't watching the stream or anything, but we did match up against him, and he's a very good player. He had a 29-0 record in ranked seasons. I matched up with him once before in MLB The Show 18, I believe, when I had an all-immortal squad. We played a game, and it was at Chase Field. He's also from Arizona, and I match up with a lot of people from Arizona, but I had a really good time, playing during the Twitch live stream today. I wanted to try and post a compilation video of perfect home runs, but then I played one more game, and I was able to use Shohei Ohtani to his full potential and actually show that as an example against an online opponent. This opponent right here is the person that I played high school baseball with. He's a very good player at this game. He's a 12-0 flawless reward player. I have not gone 12-0 in BER. I've really only entered a few times. But I think my best is like 10-2, maybe, something like that. Something around there, maybe even less. But I know that he's a good player. I could tell that, with the way he was pitching, and I've played him before, that he's going to put up a lot of runs. We got extremely lucky in this game as well, right? Like, look at this base hit from Rafael Devers. That should be an out every single time. Honestly, shouldn't even make contact with that. But he does have some pretty high contact attributes, power attributes. I don't really know. We're playing on All-Star, but it does lead to several runs here in this inning. And to start off, the next inning, he had to go to a couple different pitchers. We were able to get the confidence down on those pitchers a little bit. But I definitely got lucky in this game. This game could have been a little bit closer than what it actually was. Obviously 7-0. It could honestly be 3-0, right? With that Eduardo Escobar swing being the best swing that I've had pretty much this game. I know we had a couple perfects, but we didn't necessarily have the right launch angle on some of those swings. We had a better swing with Eduardo Escobar. But Brett can definitely play this game. He can also play real baseball. He was a person that could have potentially made it to the major leagues and was scouted by some professional teams. He was definitely a great college player and everything. Really good guy. He caught a few bullpens of mine. He caught me in a few games as well. And he was just a great teammate. So hopefully he's doing well. I messaged him. He messaged me through text and everything. So that's pretty cool. This game, is a small world. It kind of brings people together. And it's all about just enjoying, baseball. And that's one thing that I try to really talk about throughout the community, is just trying to help as many people out, trying to enjoy the game for what it is. And here we're going over some old Moonshot event highlights. I say old, but the event was actually out, only a couple days ago. One of the best events that we'll ever see in MLB The Show. I don't know if they could come out with an event that actually tops this one, to be honest with you. I think towards the end of the year, we might see more of a parallel XP type of event, or an event that caters towards unlocking a lot of that stuff. We saw that in the Prestige event to end the year last year, but I still think we're a little bit of ways away from that. The events all in all have been all right, but this Moonshot event was definitely the best one. I am enjoying the Split Squad event number 1, though, since we are able to use, endgame all-star players in that thing. But I hope you all enjoyed this video. That's how to use 99 overall Shohei Ohtani to his full potential, an online experience. Peace out.